This is the story right here that has me up to here, man. Let me check what's going on in the chat here, man. All right. Morgan is fired up. That sounds cool. And as always, the girls up in the chat, the girls in this channel, man, they're warriors up in this channel, man. Sonia up in here, like always. Alexis, Morgan up in here. Women are, destroying it. And Morgan said she about to call. What's going on, guys? Don't tell me you guys are about to get beat down by the girls up in here. Let me talk about this, then we're going to open it up, man, because I want people to start calling in. This is the story, man, that I want to spend a little time here because it's just driving me insane. Let me give you guys some background. And this is the sports story, but ladies and whoever doesn't listen to sports, you guys are going to understand this because I'm going to explain it. This is actually a political issue. This is Stephen A. Smith. This is a very well-respected sports announcer and very well-liked, to be honest, sports announcer because of the way... his idiosyncrasy, right? The way he says things. He's black, so he has that black flavor, that black sugar, right? That people love, right? He's funny, he's outgoing, he's loud, boisterous, all that. People love all that stuff, right? I like him too, right? And I don't want to... It's hard for me, right? And it's hard for a lot of you guys, right? Because you guys, I'm not... There's some people, for example, that are on the right that are really mean-spirited, right? Meaning they want to attack the person of people and want to destroy them and want to make fun of them, right? I make fun of people and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, it's just all fun. There's nothing personal here, right? And I find it hard to talk constantly bad about an individual unless I see that you're pure evil. With people that are pure evil, I have no compassion, basically. But I still pray for you. That way you repent, right? But Stephen A. Smith is a very likable guy. And this is what happened. We got the Nets from the NBA Nets, the super woke NBA. They hired a new coach. His name is Steve Nash. He used to be an ex-NBA player. He's a white man. So Stephen A. Smith comes along and says that the only reason he got this job is because of his skin color. That's it. It's called white privilege. This is what he's saying. And he alleges that nobody in history has gotten a job with no previous coaching experience in the NBA except this guy right here, Steve Nash, because he's white. It's going to take for you guys 3 seconds to debunk this stupidity. And what hurts me the most is that, bro, this guy is loved in the black community. This guy, and not only the black community, everywhere this man is loved. And he has a huge platform, big platform. And he's spewing what I consider venom into the air. He's spewing this venom into the air. A man who's, I can't say he's ignorant. I haven't followed sports in a couple of years, and it took me 3 seconds to debunk this. Yet this man who gets paid to follow sports doesn't know that there are a whole bunch of other black players who've gotten hired without experience to be coaches in the NBA. But let's hear it from what he has to say.
Passed up. But this ain't about him, and look at the job that he's done. Steve Nash is widely respected and loved by a whole bunch of people in the NBA, black, white, and beyond. Congratulations to him. He deserves it. I get it. But this ain't about him, what I'm about to say.
So basically, he goes praising Steve Nash, and then, which is kind of, this is like a tactic that some people use. They praise you at the beginning. No, you're this, you're that, you blah, blah, blah. And when they start praising you at the end, the second half of their little spiel is going to be pure venom coming your way. That's what they did the first praising phase.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's no way around this. This is white privilege. This does not happen for a black man. No experience whatsoever on any level as a coach.
And that's the point. No experience whatsoever with no experience whatsoever at any level as a coach. He says he got this job. Nobody has done this, according to him. And he guesses because he's white.
And you get the Brooklyn Nets job? I know that Kyrie and KD have both signed off on this. I know they both support this move, but I'm thinking about a champion that is Ty Lue, passed up. I'm thinking about a guy who built the foundation for the Golden State Warriors in Mark Jackson.
Remember that guy? Remember that name, Mark Jackson. Who is Mark Jackson, and how did he get a job? He got passed up according to Stephen A. Smith. But let's see, and I'm gonna show you who Mark Jackson is.
Passed up. I'm thinking about the years that Sam Cassell has served as an assistant, first in the nation's capital in D.C., and now with the Los Angeles Clippers. Passed up. And it's for a guy, my God, one of the best guys you could possibly meet in your life, and may do a fantastic job, but a guy that has no experience whatsoever. In these times where we're making all of this noise about social justice, I got news for y'all, Molly and Max. I have said this to people on numerous occasions right here on this show. Yes, that was the tipping point. George Floyd's killing, his murder, violence against black men who are unarmed. All of that stuff is true. But the frustration, the protest, and all of these things that you've seen in the streets throughout America, emanating from the black community and disenfranchised communities, is that proverbial glass ceiling. And the fact that it breeds a level of frustration that we can't even put in the words sometimes. You just want to scream to the high heavens. How the hell does this always happen for somebody else other than us? Why is it that we have to be twice as good to get half as much?
Dude, stop lying. Dude, this dude right here knows the stat. And the NBA, it's 80% black. NFL, the same thing. This has come out his words. 80% of the players in the NBA are black. He has said this. Now he's talking about that you have to work twice as hard. What are you talking about, homie? What are you talking about, man?
Why is it that no matter what we do and how hard we work and how we go through the process and the terrain of everything, somehow, some way, there's another excuse to ignore that criteria, to ignore those credentials, and instead bypass it and make an exception to the rule for someone other than us?
Foolery. If it's ignorance, it's ignorance. But if he's doing this willingly, it's foolery to the maximum. It's a jabroni. This guy's a jabroni, bro. Straight up, man. Look how you debunk this with like zero. Look. Let me put this back. I mean, it gets me mad because my thing froze up. Let me see. Okay. So you go into Google, right? Google this. Just Google NBA coaches in the NBA hired with no experience. The first link from NBA, from NBC Sports, the first link, look what it says. Nets Steve Nash joined list of NBA head coaches with no prior experience. Okay. So now they're going to give you a list. So according to Stephen A., this list that these people are going to give me, NBC Sports, they have to be all white. They have to be all white if this is what this guy is telling me. And we start looking down the line. You remember that the one that he said, Mark Jackson, he was a coach for the Golden State Nuggets. Mark Jackson, he got hired, no experience. Guess what color Mark Jackson is? Look at Mark Jackson. Let me see. Put it in the chat. What color is this? Refresh my mind. Look, Mark Jackson. What you guys are seeing there? What are you guys seeing there? Are you seeing a white man? No experience, hired in the NBA. Mark Jackson. Okay. Let's keep going down the list. There's more people down here. Remember the ones who I did the video probably last week, that he was almost crying, saying that that the United States doesn't love us back, talking about black people. Doc Rivers, you guys remember Doc Rivers? Let me give you a refresh. Tell me in the chat what Doc Rivers is. Hired with no experience. The same thing that Stephen A. is crying about and spitting this venom out. These are black coaches and players hired with zero experience. And we continue. Let's look more. Look, let me see here. Derek Fisher. Look at this white man hired without no experience. A white man. Yeah, right here. White man. You seeing a white man right here. And you continue and you keep look at other people. Look, for example, look at Magic Johnson is up in here. And I don't have to tell you what skin color Magic Johnson is. Yet Stephen A is poisoning the minds of players and people and young people, saying that if you're black, you need to work twice as hard. That's not true. As a matter of fact, if you're a player in the NBA and you're black, you are more likely to get in because you're black. 80% of the players in the NBA are black. In the age of capitalism, where we at, I'm gonna tell you right now, the Knicks, who have horrible team and horrible coaches. If there's a guy, a coach that is literally purple, that is gonna win them an NBA title, you know who the Knicks are hiring, right? The guy who's purple. That's what capitalism is about. Capitalism rewards the person that puts in the work and that gets the results. Stephen A. Smith knows this. Why is he spreading this propaganda out here? You'll be the one who is going to have to tell me. The number to call is 646-470-1077.